What's up, y'all? What it do? Welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Tina Papa. What's up? What's happening? Going on? But we at the office. So if y'all want to know why it's dark, I would wonder the same thing. Watch when I turn on the light. You see how I look like? Yeah, no. So we just gonna record. So we just gonna record a little bit in the dark. But this was kind of a dark interview anyway. Like, I mean, they lighting was dark in their interview, but they said it was real cute. But we just gonna get into it. So this is the Jeezy interview with Nia Long. Y'all want to hear my opinion of it. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna let it play and we gonna get into it. So it say I might forgive, but I don't forget, a one-on-one conversation with Jeezy Jenkins and Nia Long. Y'all know I love Nia Long. I think she's real fine. I'm a Jeezy music fan. I wouldn't say fan though. Jeezy have some hits, some bangers. That's about it. I'm not into Jeezy. I'm not into, I don't know. You know how like sometimes you like somebody's music, but then you don't know them as a person at all? Or, I mean, we don't know none of these people at all. That's factual. Okay, we don't know none of these people at all. But from what we find interest in, I find no interest in Jeezy. So nothing about him is something that I knew or something that I was interested in. Maybe I should have looked up his net worth. But anyway, so I don't think his net worth would even be correct because, for one, he come from the streets. So my favorite, I would say, in this interview would be Nia Long, because I actually like Nia Long. I know more about Nia Long, and anytime she in a movie, I want to watch. Baby, my favorite, will I say that's my favorite? I don't know, but I can't think right now. So since I can't think and I ain't thought about it, my favorite movie, y'all already know what I'm gonna say, because y'all gonna say the same thing, baby. Y'all gonna say the same thing. Y'all gonna say the same movie is y'all favorite. Nia Long, Lorenz Tate. What's the name of the movie? Love Jones, baby. Love Jones. Baby, Love Jones. Baby, Love Jones. Now, I loved her as Bird as well. And Soul Food, Bird. Yeah. So, like, Nia Long, she's one of my pretties, which means a girl that I think is fine in the industry. Fine, pretty, body, yaddy. Like, yeah, top tier. So, let's get into this interview, y'all.
Thing just happened that was so real that there was nowhere else to go but with God.
What was the activation moment of trauma for you?
I do like that, because God is not there.
I think the first was,
What was the activation moment of trauma for you? This what kind of questions they asking? Girl, what was the activation moment of trauma? And he finna say this babysitter.
Several things. I think
at least the babysitter was a girl child.
Back. And I kind of looked at the boys. I'm like, yo, you know.
What you mean you heard that saying before?
The boys was playing in the room, and I heard them. You know, and I heard that.
I don't like people that be trying to hide stuff. Because come on, tell me, baby, you done sat down to do an interview and you still not telling. Come on. This is why I don't be entertaining stuff like this. Because what you mean you heard something like that before? At your house?
Can't be like a silver 357.
Nia Long sitting there like she acting with her mouth wide open.
He killed the wife?
He didn't kill her. He shot her like 4 times.
Oh my God.
Right? My mom and dad came looking for me. But I just...
Oh, he had a mom and a dad? I mean, not no... Oh.
Right? I was already desensitized.
And at 8 years old?
Yeah.
Well, if this happened at 8 years old, that means he was molested before he was 8, so 7 or 6 or 5.
Very toxic relationship.
She asked, what did it...
8.
Man.
I had already accepted this is...
I can't... What?
But I call her my little big sister because she's probably the only person that can talk sense into.
I don't like Jeezy. When I say that, I'm not saying like, I'm just saying he is what I be saying when I say the N-word, okay? He is the example of that, like, and I know that some people like that. Like, they think that is just that Jeezy so old and still like this is crazy to me. So let me break this down to y'all what I mean. Anytime somebody say she is, or if you have to have a person that can be the only person that can talk sense to you or that can calm you down from a situation, they telling you who they is. Don't listen to my sister and I love her and that's like a mother figure to me. Don't listen at that. Listen to that when it comes to somebody where I need to be calmed down. It's not self. It don't come from myself. I don't know how to. I just act a fool. I'm not saying that his circumstances are rare at all in the community. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, Jeezy like what? 50? And he's been desensitized since he was 8 years old? Alright, okay. Nia Long, on the other hand, I'm over here talking about something. In my relationship with my father was very toxic. And Jesus asked her how. She said, because he was never there. Girl, that's not toxic. He saved you from his toxicity because you felt like it was toxic because he wasn't there. Girl, imagine the harm. And just listen at Jesus tell you his upbringing with his father there and all his desensitizing, what happened, how it happened, who did what. You thinking, and if you had that it would... I don't like that. First of all, it's like we hearing so much about his mama, which these type of guys, it's going to be all about his mama till she passed, okay? Because I don't understand how or why women don't ask a man like Jeezy how not to raise a mama's boy. You don't want to raise a thug that don't care about nothing either. Like, no, you don't want to raise either. But asking him is not the solution, baby. He's still sitting up here. Baby, he laying on the couch. What you talking about?
Really?
That's crazy. Girl,
We are born as beings meant to be
46 years old. He said he's never experienced love, especially unconditional
There's
love.
always something to it.
There's always
Maybe you
something
had
to
to
it.
get open to it first to heal it, to attract it.
I can say that I probably got more love in the streets than I did. Well,
He said his mama had dementia and was
and
acting like...
most of my life. I think it's when she was there and I was
He said my mama had dementia, but she was still smart.
I used to try to talk to her. And then, you know, my mom's smart, even if she had dementia. It's like when I started talking about the hard stuff, she started like...
My mom's smart, even though she had dementia. So when I get to talking about the hard stuff, she'll start...
You know, acting like she don't really...
acting like she really don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all just sit on there by y'allself. Your mama have dementia, man. This girl. Let me say this about Jeezy. What I'm learning while I'm listening is he broken on the inside. Anybody that's broken as much as he is broken, when you broke like that, is as if can't nobody heal that for you. That's something that can be only self-healed and with true love and intention. But you have to be open to it, accepting of it, and also be a good person, be a forgiving person. A person don't necessarily say things, but they do. This man telling you everything you need to know about him, even if you don't know him. This man, his mama has dementia. He said she was acting like, just because he asked her the question, like, bro, come on. He's still here, so he's still able to forgive, live, learn, and love, and a whole lot of other things. This the same man that said he's never felt love. And that's the thing with men that women decide to marry, is because he's married and going through a divorce, is that the woman that married him, the Jeezy, the bull crap that these men carry that makes them be what I call ninjas, is these. There's nothing wrong with, well, there's a lot wrong with being mistreated, abused, and a whole lot of other things. There's also something wrong with never healing from that. There's something wrong with that. Like, you would rather lay up under a woman or get $1 than fix yourself, who is the person who needs to love that woman who he laying down with, and who also needs to be of good health to make a proper dollar. And see, here we are. Baby, that baby got dementia. What is y'all talking about? Ain't that shit you want to talk about? Baby, yeah, the baby had dementia. It ain't her. It's him. It's not his mother. He not living life for his mother. I don't know what this is turning into, but yeah, you needed help. So somebody needs to tell you that, like, you needed help. You needed therapy. You should have been over this. Because like you said, you was hustling and making money, but you wasn't even healing from the things that happened to you as a child, so that you can be a productive citizen in order to nourish and grow and profit those for your children, to be a great man. And I'm sure the children was neglected. He neglected his children. This is what I'm saying. He started making children and neglected. Child said lately he's been on his journey. I don't know what lately is, child. Had to be sometime after he done married the last woman that he was married to. She asked him how he felt about his uncle. He never answered. What kind of interview was this? She said, how did you feel about him passing? He said, and then I gave my driver directions and we went to my mama burial place. Like, what? This worse than asking a nigga where he was last night. This pissing me off.
You pissing me off.
Working on a relationship with his son. I already knew he wasn't a good father. It's always the ones who blame their parents. That's not where it stops. If you blame your parents for everything, for you as an adult, you still so focused on your parenting that you don't take care of your kids. Every time it's like that, they don't parent their own kids. They kids either with their baby mamas and they ain't seen them for years and years. They lose custody all across the board. You never had ain't shit parents. And then, for niggas, I'm saying for niggas, you ain't never have ain't shit parents. And then that made you want to be, you started this off. Jesus started this off with when he had his son. It made him want to be. Let me stop right there. A lot of time people say things because they have heard things. You hear a man who is a father, who sacrificed, who went to work and provided for his wife and kids. His health was declining. He was still clocking in on a clock to provide for his family and his kids, and to be at baseball practice, to be the coach for his kids. And they hear those men and women talk about the sacrifice that they make for their kids, and they just repeat the quotes. Oh, once I had a child, it made me give up the life and I wanted to be outstanding. But everybody who repeat those quotes do not be great parents. They just heard great parents talk about their sacrifices. So now they start putting it into their self and start feeling like they sacrificed. You ain't sacrificed shit. You didn't take care of that boy. That boy don't know you. Okay, but let's go on. He don't answer the questions. She said, do you understand that this is her way of loving you? He said, this is what happened. Bitch, this man would not admit that somebody loved him besides his grandma. They always have one person. Now, with your nigga, it may be different. They may have a woman, or they maybe their grandma, maybe their granddad, it could be their grandparents, could be their mom, or could be their dad, but they pick one person and then that's it. And everybody else shitted on them. When actuality, it was, they problematic is what they is. And two, into themselves to see that self need healing. Self is the problem. Self is negative. They be thinking they self is so positive. It's crazy. That's how they be. 3 Lamborghinis, no insurance. And tore his, I didn't know that about Jesus. I didn't know none of this about Jesus. He got a great foundation. The God that he's speaking of is definitely a great foundation. He just need to hone in on it. He haven't honed in on it. It's near oh my God and everything for me. That always make a woman cry because no woman wants to be that strong. But we have to be in order to raise successful children. Yes.
That's who I really am.
Yes. I am feminine. I am a woman. The people that I supposed to head and check on my son, my daughter, this the same man. Y'all got to listen. Listen to these men when they be talking. Not men, niggas. Listen to them when they be talking. You just said that the most love you felt from in the streets But now all of a sudden you got locked up and none of the streets was, come on, man. Come on, baby. Come on. Cause this is where I stopped listening. Because which one is it? Is the streets show you more love than anybody ever? Because you never know. Remember, this a man that has never felt love, that it was always conditional, trying to make it seem as if a woman had conditions on her love for him, which just means if a woman don't accept your abuse or your mistreatments or any of that, and she have a standard for herself of being treated, then certain men be feeling like, well, that's not love. If you're not willing to take bad treatment, then you don't love them, which is the exact opposite. If she was willing to take your bad treatment and you not meeting or keeping her standard, then she don't love herself. That's what that would mean. So, yeah. Okay, so now Jeezy saying all his enemies are in his neighborhood. If we recall, Jeezy said the family, which when he referring to that, he talking about his street shit, y'all. So he mean like gangster shit, they thugs. I don't know what they call them, gang members or whatever. Child, I don't know. I'm not trying to know. If a man want to come in and say what it is, we don't want to know. We so disinterested. Anyway, so when he referring to those people, he referring to members, ganging, that kind of stuff. He just said, this is what I'm saying, this interview is an hour long. You just said 10 minutes ago. We 20 minutes into the interview. 10 minutes ago, you just said that the family, that's what he referred to it in that instance when he was speaking about it. The family was what made it so bad, was that he could get touched out of state, because not only usually we beef within the neighborhoods when it's somebody local, but by him being Young Jeezy, it makes him have beef with, people of the opposite clique that is, they could be anywhere. It's not just local, it's state to state. But he just said that. Remember, he said it's people from different states that I don't even know that we have issues with. He's talking about that mess. But now you sit here and you say like this, y'all be watching these interviews and y'all don't even make it make sense. Like, not only do you watch it and you listen, but you not even comprehending what they saying, because this is contradictory. So now you telling Farrakhan all your enemies is in your hometown and you ain't going to your hometown. So I thought you had enemies in all different states. Which one is it, sir? Now let me say this. He could be referring to, now that he done got out of that, child, he not out of that. I don't know what. This nail long a while for me. And I was leading everybody off the end of the cliff. Ain't got no leadership skills. Okay, he wasn't married to a black woman, so I'm trying to see where this speech going and why he amen it. Because you don't even feel the same. There's somewhat love. What the fuck is somewhat love?
Somewhat love there, and you understand that somebody else might have their thing.
Somewhat love is taking me out. These men marry women with somewhat love for. This is what I'm talking. Somewhat love takes me out. Somewhat love takes me out. No, because they're not taking this journey with you of healing. No, because you need to be healed. And even if your partner needs to be healed as well, they need to be healed on their own. But to say that they won't come together with you and y'all heal together, that's not how healing works. You don't heal. That's trauma bonding, sir. Oh, Lord, Neil talking about absolutely. That's trauma bonding, what you want done, Jeezy. That's not healing. Healing, you don't need your wife to heal with you. Your wife, mother didn't put no pistol to her head. Your wife wasn't in the house with nobody. Your wife wasn't a gang member. Your wife wasn't in the street life. What is you talking about? You gotta get healed. And I don't like when people don't tell people just because of who they feel they is or that. No. If he have money, take his money as a therapist and let him know what the problem is. He is the problem. He is problematic. You've been the problem. You the problem to everybody in your life. You was a problem to your mama. You was a problem for your son. You are going to be a problem in your daughter's life if you don't heal yourself within yourself. This is you problem. This ain't a we problem. We ain't talking about finances. Was she spending too much? I'm not making enough. Da-da-da. That's a couple's issue. A couple's issue. This, baby, you got trauma from 30 years ago. 40 years ago. That you done brought into this marriage that's not even your first. With a baby mama that's not even your third. Come on, what is y'all talking about? What?
In this journey with you.
She can't take that journey with you, sir.
People healing together.
Absolutely.
Love is not two people healing together.
But you can let.
That is not what love is. In no definition of the word. Because you think love is two people healing together. Go heal with your sister. Okay? You need somebody that grew up with you in that household. If you want, I don't think I can make this make sense for them. This man done flip-flop. Boy, if he ain't looking for somebody other than accountability is real. And if y'all can't see and recognize when somebody don't take accountability for their life, what happens, how it goes, that's why they will never do it. That's why these men is, how he is 45, 46 and still don't know that he's the problem. You haven't taken no accountability at all except for you a thug. Except for you a gang member. That's the only accountability you done took in this whole entire, not the ruining of children, like, girl. Now we back to his mother. Child. He went to the graveyard to tell his mother. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. He went to the graveyard. He bring this up to tell his mother that he forgive her for leaving little Jay alone to have that happen to him. Boy, your mama had to work. She left you with a lady that she didn't know would cause you harm, I'm sure. But you hope. It's true. I blame your mother for that happening to you. That is not of no fault of Jay's, Jeezy, or Adam. That's no fault of yours. What the hell? Just focus on that one topic. Let's work on healing you, Jeezy, from that one thing. Let's work on healing that one portion of your life first.
That's fascinating to me.
It's so gross. It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
This is my quote. Real niggas don't cheat.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
I understand what you mean when you say that too. Now this, I agree with you on wholeheartedly. Jesus talk to me. Okay, period. Like, real niggas don't cheat. Just saying that says a lot. Ask a person when you meet them, have you ever cheated? That'll tell you everything you need to know. Real niggas do not cheat. Has nothing to do with the other person or nothing. It tells you a lot about a person's character, who they is genuinely, and their expectation. When a person cheat, cowards cheat. Okay? That's a coward. That's somebody who is insecure. People cheat. The list goes on with the type of people who cheat, but real niggas don't cheat. And Jeezy, that right there, you said it one day. I don't know if you heard that somewhere and it resonated with you. Lord, he's selling the book. This is what this interview is for. Cause that's why he ain't answer none of these questions like that time he's selling the book. Neil's so cute. I thought about Neil when I say that. If your kids say you are, you can't say it. Boy, now you wanna holler about sister. Boy, why you married that lady? Cause that's the question I got. Why is you married that lady? Jeezy, you been in the basement your whole life. That nigga lifestyle is the basement. You need to go outside, touch some grass, and become the black man that you can truly be. I mean, he looks good. So now when you want to forgive your mama,
I did it for us, little Jay. And
you left your wife and child because child, this is crazy.
Like the best way I could. Not to say that I know what love is or I know what these things are, but the best way I know how. And I always got the short end of the stick.
You getting the short end of the stick because you cannot recognize love. You do not know what love is, sir. They do though. I need to know what these men, what they harboring, who they are. Period. He talking about more leadership. Every woman wants leadership. Girl, niggas ain't shit. That's how I feel about it alone. So just speak for me because
at times when we're at our lowest, we need our sisters, just like you guys need your brothers. And
boy, now you need your sisters.
So real because
just Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna end it with this. Like, this was the Jeezy interview. I tried not to go too left. And basically, it was exactly what was expected. He didn't answer nothing. What you say? Like, he ain't answer nothing. And he just came here to gaslight y'all. And if y'all listen to the gaslight, cool. He did a great job. If y'all didn't listen to the gaslight and you seen, common sense is still free in this world. But yeah, so that's the interview with Jeezy and Nia Long. That's how I felt about it. It was just like, nah, he want black women to have his back, and nah, fry his ass for, cause why you bother that lady? I'm still trying to figure out why you bother that lady. Men don't be making no type of sense to me. Black men don't be making no type of sense to me, y'all. And I don't know, but y'all be liking them. So y'all tell me then, cause y'all the one be liking them. Nia crying cause she a black woman that they be mistreating. So yeah, y'all. I'll catch y'all next one. This was anyway. So yeah, I'll see y'all next one. Bye, y'all. He saved you from his toxicity. Toxicity. He saved you from his toxicity.